And my friend, she was really upset 'cause she was like, I think he's really gonna be upset if we don't have any money. And so we had to keep going to trucks. And sometimes we would stop and we would cry. And I just wanted to die.
I constantly hear police say, we never get calls about human trafficking. There isn't any human trafficking. But I tell them there is. It's all around them.
She started college in September, and she was struggling to just find a person to attach to. It didn't take very long for the streets to really swallow her up.
What we see in high school age children, they're children with vulnerabilities. They're usually having a family type of problem at home. They're angry at adult authorities. And these are the girls that the traffickers are looking for. And they'll praise these girls, and they'll flirt with the girls, and they'll give them gifts.
On the one hand, she was under the misguided impression that she was getting something. On the other hand, if she got out of line or said no or disagreed on anything, she would be slapped across the face. She'd be, thrown across a room. She'd be strangled. There's no question about what the consequences are if they don't come back and if they don't have the money they're supposed to have.
From the time she was 14 until she was almost 18, she was enslaved by the pimp. They were hoping to ship her out of town where they would have total control over her, where she would be in a totally estranged environment.
The public has a lot of misconceptions about the sex trafficking network in our country. Sometimes when they see a girl dressed like she's a prostitute, they don't recognize she's a victim of sex abuse, that someone's forcing her to do the work.
We're talking about kids who've basically had their childhood stolen from them.
And then you have the John. The John is often from a family with wife and children of his own. Doesn't he realize that this is somebody else's child?
Some of those guys are old enough to be her father. How can they go home, wish, strive, and pray for the best for their child when what they want from my child is to be their whore?
I often talk to people who said, I saw something, or I went through the rest area or the truck stop and I saw girls getting into trucks. And I ask them, did you ever call the police? And they say no. And then I tell them about the National Human Trafficking Hotline. They can call it anywhere in the United States and to report everything. If they see a young girl being forced in a car or crossing the street and you can see fear in her face, call somebody, report it.